Thus, we inspire you with an Arabic Quran, so that you may warn the mother of cities and those who dwell around it, and so that you may warn of the day of gathering of Jum'ah. No doubt about it. Part in the garden, part in the blaze, sea of cities, land of human rights. These human rights that are despised by those who govern, they obviously do not want to manage or lead the country with truth. And the misfortune of the people is that they have forgotten and ignored human rights. That is why we are where we are today. The Jews speak to us about the Torah. They follow the Talmud and the Zohar. The oral Torah is used to conflate and inflate everyone. Christians have made Jesus God in flesh and blood. And Muslims, they tell you Quran, they follow the Sunnah of their Prophet. And in France they tell you about human rights, and they govern the country by the penal code. The word already signifies penalty. It's all the time. Everything is religious, in fact. Back then, if you were a religion, I tell you, 20 years ago, people would come down hard on me, even dissent. But what are you talking about? You're always. That's why I have the chance to go there, to go there, to go there, to go there. Yes, they said I am a Majnun. The sea of cities, France, is from there that the light of noise will change. Know this, and they know it. Do not believe that France has been plagued by mere chance between France and Germany. In short, in France there is no longer a separation of powers. The institutions are infested. They have placed their soldier everywhere, in all the institutions. The political world, justice, national education, prison, etc. Not to mention those who inform like that, who do the dirty work, but they don't know what they're doing, the poor things. They are digging their own grave without realizing it, because they want to save their lives without acknowledging the loss in reality. Okay, all of this is factual. The messiness is not Mecca. Okay. Just a scam. Okay. Like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, get out of there. I've already told you. I tell the Palestinians, get out. It's going to end badly for you. Look, here we are. Really or not? You are witnesses. Get out of there. Just ask a question. Is Abraham Jewish? You ask it. Camera of the world. Is Abraham Jewish? The Torah, the Gospel, came after him. How can he be Jewish? So your lease, on which you have usurped our lands, and what has been said is false. It is a falsehood that you have created in the name of our beloved patriarch Abraham alayhi salam. God poses the question in the Quran. He asks the question and gives us the answer. The Torah and the Gospel came after Abraham. How can he be Jewish or Christian? Even if Jew, Christian and Muslim do not exist before God, in short, how can he be Jewish or Christian? Since the Torah and the Gospel came after him, therefore God tells us that God promised this land to Abraham and his descendants. Abraham being Jewish, his descendants are also Jewish, so they belong to the Jews. This is what he has sold us. But yes, the Torah and the Gospel came after him. Case closed, Klos. Is he not a Christian? Pull yourself together. He tells the Arabs, sell us what you owe us. Give us. What do we need to buy land and live peacefully with our children? This is your war. It is no longer ours. Everyone is living a proxy war. You are the first in the world of farce. And I told you, get out of there. You will see the neighboring countries. You will see what is going to happen. That is what is happening with Lebanon, Iran, etc. I said, get out of there and let them fight it out. Well, after that, it's a matter of mystery. Well, there you go. God said it, nowhere to flee. So apparently, things were meant to happen this way. It is sad, humanly speaking, but there is a reason for all this. God is not responsible for it. For those who say, if God existed, why all this evil? First, start by shutting your big mouth. You'll see it will already cause less harm. God exists when it suits you. If God existed, since God does not exist, then you can see that all of this is the fault of what humans have prepared with their own hands. Well, go ahead and denounce. Denounce yourself, who is more merciful than God, more knowledgeable than God. Denounce those who are committing genocide in the south and in plain sight. And this genocide will only continue to escalate. We are only going to gain momentum. This is not the first genocide, and it will not be the last. It is just going to ignite. I warned you. That's it. At the time, when I said the conflict would be with the Palestinians, it shouldn't be imported to France, but whether we like it or not, it will have an impact on the planet. And again, it's all about anti-Semitism. Bring it back to anti-Semitism, actually. Sometimes I don't even know what it was doing there, you see. He would have said the only problem is that we are and will be impacted, because little piece of land is the creation of humans, not of God. Jesus is celestial. Your Aqsa Mosque is a joke. If it were in my hands today, I would turn it into a nightclub, I'm telling you. There you go. You're bothering us with your Aqsa Mosque. Here's what it does. It only sheds blood, okay? And you Muslims are all hiding around the planet. The reality is that you no longer want to die as a martyr. Good hypocrite. I'm telling you this too. We will see the day it falls. Inshallah, there will be no alamin. We will see where you are. You are hiding in the basement of your mosques with your imams. This is the reality. I was not mistaken. I am not boasting. I am simply saying I was not mistaken. All right. You are far from the commandments, the statutes of God, the eternal. That's why. You are all at this point, that's all. I am not here to change the state of a people as long as they do not change what is within themselves. Not within himself, but within themselves, each one of them. You are your own church, the temple, the direction. It is your heart. Your Kaaba, okay? Masjid al-Haram is your heart. It is your heart. It's not just pieces of stone. It's not gravel. What are you talking about? So God would give more love, consideration, and importance to a rock than to a human whom he created with love? What are you talking about? He told him, beat each other up, let the blood flow, while he was sanctifying life for a mosque, for a wall. The lamentation that is called the Wailing Wall, where Jews pray, is called the Wailing Wall, and the name of your prophet's donkey that supposedly ascended to the heavens to fetch prayers while they are in the Quran. And all this is just an attempt, once again, to warn you, that's all. I have no contempt for you, the so-called Muslim community. I come from there. It's just the useful places of Satan that are hiding behind you. Eat what he has. Eat. He has taken you all hostage, Jews, Christians, and Muslims. And each of you, these three monotheistic religions that are a scam, you all play a role. It's your problem, it's your choice. I have made you fully responsible for your destiny. No soul will bear the burden of another soul. Christians who say that Jesus came to take all the sins of the world, no soul will bear the burden of another soul. I am telling this.